from the crossroads of America. We're at the center of Indianapolis, Indiana, as we get a look here at Lucas Oil Stadium. Coming up, we have a good one for you between the New Orleans Saints and the Indianapolis Colts. Not a kicker or a punter here, Brock. It's safety Justin Reed to get this one going. And here we go from Indy. Pierce now on the return. He dodged the tackle. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Running for the first time now with a man out of Texas Tech. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Kate, if that first play is any indicator, this offense is going to have one heck of a field day. I'm talking a big chunk of yards on the ground and some big-time confidence, too.
Richardson now on 1st and 10. Finds his back complete. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That play good for 17 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. It's caught. He finds Caden Craven. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
That's another Colts first down.
Dive play straight ahead. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Making a stop that time, Kool-Aid McKinstry.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
And it's picked off, but, yeah, pretty clear he was out of bounds, so no interception, incomplete. Went for that big shot. They wanted to get that highlight the first time they touched the football.
Now, this group likes to be aggressive. An early incompletion is not going to deter them. Sharpshooters, they don't stop shooting threes because of one brick, and they won't stop pushing this ball down the field either.
And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that is good for an Indianapolis first down. Hand off to the back. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Deputy Lions. Panther 11.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Chased out to his right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes.
Now, that's a situation. May have worked out better if he'd thrown the ball. His running ability gets him a chunk of yards, but still some work to do to get that first down.
Coming to the line for their 9th play of the drive. This is 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
Smash! Let's go!
They'll try and punch it in. And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Colts finish up an excellent opening series. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep. Certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it would be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Quickly to the air. Here's Shuck. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Running for the marker on 2nd. No one's around him. He's got space. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
1st and 10. Here's Shuck. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. All set now. 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Leading to his running back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion or a premium in this league.
And they're going to have 1st and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
Shotgun snap to Shuck. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints finish off their opening drive. Lining up now to try the extra points. The point after splits the uprights. And the Saints respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Pierce now on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. Starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. 2nd down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. 6-yard gain on the play. And it'll be 1st down Colts.
Looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Buys time, rolling right. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
2nd and 3 now. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. It's a gain of 4 there. And that is good for an Indianapolis first down. To throw, Richardson. Gets everything he has under this one. And they can't connect on the deep low. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though. It got second down.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
And he gets across midfield and into Saints territory. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on third down.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a group and he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
3rd and short yardage here, Richardson. He's got Prater for the completion. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
First down. First and 10
Here we go.
at the 34-yard line.
Ready.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Good little whip there. Looks like about 6. Justin Reed with the tackle.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Forced out to his right. He's running with it. He's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
Ready now for our second quarter. The Colts have the football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive.
Viking 18. Ready.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Give him 5 on that play as he gets him inside the red zone.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Flushed out of the pocket. Caught near the goal line. He's out just before he can hit the end zone, but what a nice first and goal here from the 2.
Okay, ready.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Ready. Let's go.
Here's the handoff. And he's in for the touchdown. The Colts take a second quarter lead.
I just love seeing the approach of this entire offense, not settling for anything. Yeah, this running back, he's finding the end zone through the running lanes. Let's give a tip of the cap to the big boys up front because they are setting the tone. 2 drives, 2 rushing touchdowns.
Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here's Wishnowsky now to handle the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10, Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Shuck working from the gun. He gets it to Juwan Johnson. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Saints first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Saints.
Handoff now out of the gun. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time offensively. You've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks. It takes some superhuman effort now on second down.
And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
I call this quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. To the air on 3rd and long. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, it's down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure. Let the cover guys go shut it down.
The offense is not coming off this field. They're trying it on 4th and 7. Trying for it with Shuck. He connects downfield. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off of that game.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints can tie it up in a second after cutting into the lead. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on football fields. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
That one splits the uprights. And the Saints tie things up at 14. After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Pierce now on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready?
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
And he has it right near midfield here. It's like about a yard short. That one hits for 30. And it'll be 1st down Colts. Offense up to the line fast.
At the 49-yard line.
Richardson on 1st and 10. Into a crowd, and the defender comes up with it. Quincy Riley picks it. And the Saints will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
At their own 46-yard line.
1st and 10. Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. Now Shuck to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Pressure coming, it's Shuck. And there's a man there, it's intercepted! And they're going to score pick 6, Indianapolis. Thrown at the depth where linebackers come into play in coverage, partner, and sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
If you say that, you know, think about the depth finder on the efficient one. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Now Shuck coming off that pick. Finds him over the middle. On the move, past the 40. And he is inside the 20, down to the 19-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
They'll run here on 1st down. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and wants you to come up and run support.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Colts are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Go! Cowboy!
Sending him on the dive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Big gain downfield. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. Ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
Here we go.
48-yard line.
19, start.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. Even 10-yard gain on the play. And that is good for an Indianapolis 1st down. Well, it has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. It's the Colts holding the lead here at Lucas Oil.
Ready, ready.
To the air on this 1st down. Richardson headed out right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
Ready, ready. Cougar 19. 18, ready. 8.
Back to the air. It's Richardson. Escapes the pocket. Going deep here for the end zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
There's a lot of studies done every offseason, Kate, about the best red zone offenses. And typically, it's about creative quarterbacks doing just what he tried to do right there in extending the play out of the pocket. The problem is there was just nowhere for him to go with the ball.
Hits him on the out route. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And it'll be 1st down Colts.
19 strikes. 19
New set of downs for him from the 31. Richardson to throw again. On the move, headed right. Richardson brings things to a halt with enough for that 1st down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he's going to get taken down near the goal line. It's a gain down to the 1. He gets him 9 on the ground. A good pickup and a 2nd down.
Alert! Alert! Ready! Ready!
Back-to-back carries here. And he will get into the end zone for an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts grow their lead just before halftime. Zerline on now for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Colts double their lead to 14.
Saints 14. Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here's Wishnowsky now to handle the kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. First and 10. Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. And he just tucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting them into practice right here. You don't see a throw you like, it's too tight a window, don't risk yet another interception.
That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he was showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
Third down, here's Shuck. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Javarius Ward picks it up. And the Colts take possession as he makes his fourth interception of our season. They've helped them get this early lead, Brock, and they are just continuing to do their part to try to push this game further out of reach.
Yep, stepping on the gas. That's twice in a row now. Interceptions the last two drives. Now this offense has an opportunity to continue to build the momentum and build on this lead.
And he's going to be contained after a modest gain to the 31. Tackle made by Jaquan Brisker. Second down now. They need 7.
18, 5 in.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Nice work by the back here. Playing safety valve complete. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Give him 13 on that play. And that is good for an Indianapolis first down.
19 Lions. Ready, Kraken 60. 60.
From the red zone now. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts bum racing them to the halftime locker room. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all.
Pressure off left, and it's blocked. They scoop up the block inside the 30. Ooh, and I think he envisioned this one going all the way back for 2, but they're able to track him down and limit the damage to just that blocked kick. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. First and 10 coming up. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Chased out to his right. Has a man on target to Johnson. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. We have a timeout here. Second one taken by New Orleans. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Here's Shuck, first and 10. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw. No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Third and long for him here. Rolling left, buying some time. On the run, deep down the left side. Cut near the goal line. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up first and goal.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of thrower, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
From the red zone on first. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints jump some of the lead off before the half. Manage that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
That one right down the middle. And the Saints drop the lead back to 13. Now we have a member of the Saints injured after that play and obviously in need of some assistance. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Pierce now on the return.
Stand 10 at their own 23-yard line.
I just want to rock. I just want to I just want to rock. Body out of ya. Shorty got that body out of ya.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he stopped on a nice gain on what is the final play of this first half. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10. Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. Chuck now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
First down, New Orleans.
They'll run it from the gun. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Shotgun snap to Shuck. Short pass brought in. And he gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. They get 23 on that one. And that's good for a Saints first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Completed to his running back. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans. Working inside the red zone. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
They'll run now on second down. And that one doesn't get him much, even maybe a yard. It's third down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Third down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Shuck with a quick toss out wide. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
That's good.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Saints cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Now we'll see them try the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Saints get it back to within 6.
Saints 28.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. And it looks like he's going to opt not to bring this one out. So they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 35.
35-yard line.
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10.
Ready? Cowboy 80.
Right play, straight ahead. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Buys time, rolling right. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline.
Just cannot afford right here, Cade, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Dragon 6, Cougar 19.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. This is Prater. He's got it downfield. And they're finally able to get to him and touch him down. But damage already done as they pick up that first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And this run is going to push him inside the 40. Give him 7 there. 7 yards on that last play. So this is 2nd and 3. Another carry for him. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and AT for attack. Exactly what he just did.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And 4th and 4 coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
So it looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4. He's back to throw. That's on target to Pierce. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. So an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble to go for it there on 4th down, Brock. They're moving the chains.
Ready?
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here's the one back on the handoff. Running in the red zone. It's an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts go up by 12. Far from the first time we've broken down one of his touchdowns in this game, partner. But, man, they seem to get more impressive every time.
I don't care, Kate, if they're all 1-yard plunges, if you're up over 300 yards. A 4-touchdown game will forever live among your greatest career highlights. You can go several games without even scoring one. So to get 4 in one contest, you'll never, ever forget it. He knows he should have had that one, but in the end, it really doesn't matter. He still did his job and denies that offense 2 more points.
Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Shock working from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Colts are going to have it, and he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
4 picks, 1 game. Yeah, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
That one connects. And he's going to be touched down at that spot, which means the effort makes it first and goal.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
They'll try and punch it in. And they take it across the goal line for an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Point after converted by Zerline. And the Colts go up by 19.
Colts 47, Saints 28. Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here's Wishnowsky now to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Off the play action, Chuck. He beams one deep right side. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, it kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
The give here on second. And he's going to get him 7 there. It's third down coming up.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Working now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
The number of times we see quarterbacks with his running ability make plays, critical plays on 3rd down, it's got to be refreshing for that defense to finally see them on the right side of it.
4th down, here's Shuck. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That run may not have gotten you a first. Sure, nice little run to set the table.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Rose caught. And he might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Richardson back to throw. Forced out to his right. Oh, Richardson fumbled it. And the Saints get to it. And they're going to take possession of the football, but they're going to do it deep on their own side of the field.
Put a check mark by that one. You're going to remember that one, not just over the course of this game, but I guarantee you in the offseason when they're watching effort, That was all about effort. Backs pressed against the wall when you're down here defensively. And that's the type of play that coaches love to see from everyone on the roster. You know, so often we talk about speed offensively, right? We love receivers that can run. That was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurried throw almost ended an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. Speed's the difference.
They connect on the deep shot. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. How about a big hitter, 30, 40 yards there, and a new set of downs.
First down, Saints.
So first down from the 41. Back to throw. Shuck. He had it for a moment, but a late defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Hits his running back. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down. All set to go now from the 35. On play action, here's Shuck. Can't connect on this one. A rare miss. Been thrown for him all game, but this one didn't work out. It's second down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
To throw again here, it's Shuck. And it is incomplete. Went big on the final play of our third quarter. And nothing comes from it as we hit the break. So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Throw here, third down. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Nothing doing here as he only manages the yard.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
It's complete to Warren along the sideline. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3, so chipping away a few here ahead of this third down.
That one came with a higher degree of difficulty. He had to balance focusing on the catch while staying in balance.
Richardson on third. He's got Kraler for the completion. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. So first down from the 41.
First down.
Hand off to the back. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be first down Colts.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
Going to the ground again on first. Solid gain on that play, Brock. That's 5 yards. It's going to be second down.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Throwing from the pistol, Richardson escapes the pocket. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up third down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. That one nabbed by Warren. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. We've got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal.
Let's go now.
From the red zone now. On the move, headed right. And this is an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts keep adding that 4th quarter lead. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Shotgun snap to Shuck. Has him on the quick hitter. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. 1st and 10. Here's Shuck. He completes it in traffic. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. So 20 yards on that play. And that's good for a Saints 1st down.
Let's go.
Shuck now from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Shuck's going to throw here. Finds his back complete. And he's going to be out of bounds at about the 7-yard line, partner. That's where they're going to be set up for this 1st and goal.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Going ground on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. This is going to go as a pickup of 4. 2nd and goal coming up.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play 1st and goal situations too. Because a run like that now, it leaves a whole playbook wide open for you.
And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Just a couple on that play. It's going to be 3rd and goal.
Ready, break. Unlock line. Unlock line. Let's go now. Ready, ready.
3rd time's the charm. He gets it again. The stand continues. This one doesn't even make it back to the line, Brock, and it sets up 4th and goal.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on the 3rd and 1 run.
And they stop him. No touchdown, no 1st down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
Hey, I get it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
And he stopped quickly here, 2 yards.
Okay, ready?
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Working from the gun. It's Rick. After reaching up to the 33. So a gain of 30 yards on that play. And that is good for an Indianapolis first down.
70 Rangers. Ready?
They're going to pass it here. He's throwing deep to the left side. He's got it at the 30. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. Give him 38 on that one. And it'll be first down Colts.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
It's inside the 10. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be first and goal.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
Here's a give on first and goal. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up.
Kate, I knew it at the time. I think everybody did. We knew the Legion of Boom was special. Like that entire secondary, but their safety's ability, Earl and Cam, to come downhill, to make those tackles behind the line of scrimmage as he just did. Yeah, I mean, you appreciate great safety play like that.
18 card, Viking, 18. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 60 Bison.
So early
60
movement
Bison.
from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Second and goal now 5 yards more difficult following that penalty. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Chased out to his right. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Pass was thrown for Caden Prather. And that brings up third and goal.
You know, as you can see here, things broke down a little bit. He tried to find a connection, but he just could not get on the same page. I'll tell you what I do like about that throw, though. He didn't risk an interception, and he put it out of bounds instead.
Escapes the pocket. This one's caught. He's out of bounds before he could challenge for that marker. It's fourth down.
You know, Kate, that really is one of the benefits that comes with experience. You'll feel it, right? Look at the quarterback, never seeing the rush, never looking at the rush. Instead, eyes are downfield, and the big play follows. Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach, because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10, Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. Shuck working from the gun. That's taken in by Means. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. And they still have two available for them as we approach the end of this game. To throw, Shuck. Finds a man, right side. Down to the 10. He will not score, but that does set him up wrong with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone. We have a timeout here. Second one taken by New Orleans. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. Shuck with a quick toss out wide. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage. That timeout's taken now as we have one, possibly two snaps remaining in this ball game. brought down at the line.
No gain on the play. Brings up
So the Colts pick up the win in this one. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it?